back in the stand this afternoon. We're sitting in the same place that we sat this morning. And we saw that one little buck this morning travel this little hayfield. I think he made a couple of scrapes. We saw them on the way in, saw a couple of rubs. But he went off down this ridge down here. We think he probably bedded down there. But we're hoping that they'll filter up out of this bottom, coming through this little draw, up through this little woodlot, going out into this field back here that has some wheat and clover in it. They haven't really been hitting the field that much, but you never know whenever the light turns on, and they do. It's supposed to be getting colder this afternoon on into the night and be like 32 tomorrow morning, or 37. So that's going to be the coldest day that we've had, and that's moving in tonight. So hopefully it'll get the deer on their feet. We saw a doe coming in, so we'll just cross our fingers and pray that that's a good sign. Some squirrels barking, and then I looked up and a little nubby buck was coming. Then I looked out in the hayfield, and sure enough, that same buck from this morning, he came across that corner. I grunted at him, and he came in to 15 yards. I could have drilled him, but he's not big enough. We just need a big boy to do that. Alright guys, welcome back to the stand. was a pretty solid encounter. 3.5-year-old 8-point. We actually had pictures of that deer, and I thought he was going to be one that I would shoot, but when he walked by, I could just tell his main beams were a little short, brow tines were short. Nice solid deer, but one that we're going to pass this year. But that was a solid encounter. I was pretty excited about that. Got my blood boiling. I just need one of the big boys to do that exact same thing. I saw him out in the field, and then I just grunted to him, and he came in on the string, man. So if we can get Doc to do that, or that 10-point, and then we've got another big 9-point, pretty tall and narrow, but he's heavy. I'll shoot him too, but if we can get one of them to do that, that'd be great. Alright guys, we made it to the tree finally. Got this nice hayfield back behind us. Sometimes these deer cut this hayfield, but most of the deer are going to come from our west, and from our east, across the road. They're going to come in here to get some corn, hopefully, and we're going to be sitting here waiting on them. Sometimes they'll come out of the south, but as I said a little bit earlier, we're in here mostly looking for a doe just to get some meat, and this is kind of the doe hole. When we want to get meat, we come right here and shoot them at this feeder. she didn't run 40 yards, really. 50 maybe. I mean a big one, son. Tell you what we gonna do. We're gonna strip her up out here in the woods, and so we'll debone her out here. But anyway, God's been good, man. It's been a rough week here in Kansas, and we struggled a lot. We just didn't see mature deer, and I think we saw one, maybe two, 3.5-year-olds. Everything else was younger than that. So it was a bad struggle, but the Lord's good, man. He's good. And he blessed us with a doe today, some meat for us to take home. And it's been a great trip. I had to be reminded this week of what it's all about. Sometimes hunting with the camera, you get all pressured up and everything. But it's not about trying to get a kill for camera. It's not about all that stuff. It's about friendships and about the outdoors and about peace and about just enjoying what God has given us to enjoy. And I had to be reminded of that this week. So anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this week, and hope you've enjoyed this episode on our Kansas camp. And we're thankful to be able to finish with this right here. And we're going to take this back to the house, and we're going to get some burger and get some steaks, and we're going to really enjoy why God gave those things to us. So anyway, have a good one, and we'll see you next time.